is instead of you thinking of all these different things, if you can invest in a large monitor. Now, you don't have to go and get something really super crazy. Like mine is a 32-inch curved HD, which I picked up for like, I think less than $300. So I was sitting down with a friend of mine, and I was looking at your YouTube channel, and can you talk about a little bit about how you're making these videos and the process, and how do you talk so nicely to the camera and stuff like that, you know? And I told him like, oh, I've been doing it for quite a while at this point, so I think I got a little bit used to the camera. And he asked me what is my best advice on what camera to buy. I said, I'm not an expert, I'll just tell you what I have, and I think it's pretty good, which is the Sony ZV-1. But the one thing that I was telling him, or at least I noticed, was I was using my Mac Air, which is like a small 15-inch screen, and I was explaining to him, and he was not getting it. Like, he was understanding it, but he was like, oh my God, these are all like really film terms. And but you know, like see, most YouTubers, if you look at people who are doing successfully, they have some background in movies. Not all of them though, not all of them, but a lot of them actually either went to film school, or they read up about films. They understand all the little things that go into movie making. They understand editing, they understand sound design, they understand lighting. So I told him all these things, showing it to him on my computer, and he was not understanding too many things. And then what happened is I had like a large screen monitor nearby. So I went and plugged it, and I told him, okay, let me just show you how I do something. And it made all the difference. It was incredible because he looked at the large screen and he was like, oh, okay, so that's where the sound goes. Oh, okay, that's how you do all these editing. Oh, I understand. So this is where the clips come in, and these are the clips, and you put them together, you ripple here and there. And he got everything, like he understood everything so fast. And I was like, wait a minute, I was doing exactly the same thing on my computer, but you didn't understand. And the moment I connected it to a large monitor, you understood everything? He was like, yeah, I understand. It's just, it makes sense where everything is. Chances are you're doing your edit on a very small computer, and you're not feeling it. Like, you know, you're like, oh my God, this is so difficult. My advice is you can invest in a large monitor and plug into your computer. I think that your experience in editing would be so much more better. I think you would just really love it. You could use, because editing is a process, it's storytelling. Like, editing is like the final recut of your story. So I totally would recommend that please look into having a nice large screen, even 20 inches wide. As long as it's bigger than your laptop computer, that's perfectly fine. And also it really works, especially with DaVinci or any editing software for that matter, I think, is when you have two screens, you can focus all the clips and certain things on one computer, and then you can do the final timeline layout and all that stuff like on another, on the big screen. And that way you can organize yourself, your thoughts, you can see the flow of how the movie is made. And I think it's just so much more better. So guys, thank you so much for your time. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.